Very much inspired by what I've seen in this classic DEFCON talk from DEFCON 19 many, many years ago. I noticed something about the badges at the convention that I was at. And that was like this interesting thing that if you look at it, they're actually very simple badges. They're almost this like plastic like cardstock, and it's like two layers of it. And if you have the right material, and it could be as simple as the laser printer and two layers of cardstock, you can duplicate the badges without much issue, whether it be a volunteer badge or a staff badge. So, as a quick overview, I have gone to the section and we're going to watch it and we're going to talk about kind of the process that I noticed throughout this.
It's like the CSA doesn't know the law. Okay, so this one's another good one. How many people here are familiar with ShmooCon? Yeah, it's really hard to get tickets. Luckily, one year, a friend of mine was there and contacted us the Friday of ShmooCon starting. I was about to grab a bus down from New York. And he goes, "You're never going to believe this shit. These guys have actually made their badges out of fucking plastic." And I'm like, "Okay, get a dollar bill, send us a picture on your cell phone." He does. We marked up a whole bunch of fake badges and laser cut all of them. This one was massively scaled in bubblegum pink. We had another one that was normally scaled bubblegum pink, but with a unicorn on it. We also made 5 black badges because that was one of the most common types of plastic we had, and we made 5 of them. I didn't realize that black was actually being used. When we got there, we realized, holy crap, not only is black being used, it's the organizer badge. So, as far as I know, only one person managed to get into the conference with one of the black badges, because I only gave one out before I found out that that wasn't allowed. But somebody did get in with the giant bubblegum pink badge, which was confiscated and then sold to charity. But yeah, interestingly enough, this is water cut. You could probably plasma cut some derivative or just use cardboard and color it right, and you could probably screw up their game because note how this has numbers and some sort of game involved with it? So did theirs. We changed the barcode to basically say, "fuck you." And people were scanning the barcode, seeing "fuck you," and going, how does this work into the game? They thought that our badges were like some sort of secret game.
So, as noted in that, so there was different information on these badges, and you'll notice that I've got in this picture, I've got 2 different badges. One for basically a Saturday concert badge, the other a volunteer badge. So as I was going through and looking at different people that had different badges, I noticed a couple different things. There's various different colors of badges. So the convention had 2 different badge colors for attendees. One, a blue color for the Saturday concert attendees, and I can't remember what the other color was for Friday concert attendees because they had 2 different concerts going on in the Delta Center across the street from the convention center. There were also some green badges, some yellow badges, some silver gray badges, and black badges, just like with ShmooCon. The black badges were basically organizer or rather staff badges. And different things I noticed about the staff badges were that a lot of times about half of the staff badges were media badges. And some of the media people had missionary name tags because the church, when they send out media, they will have missionaries as media missionaries taking pictures, doing journalism stuff, and things like that. So you had some of that going into it, along with probably other press and media, like KSL is actually a church-owned news media entity. So that plays a part into it as well. So they may have had a staff badge. There were probably a couple others. You had, I think, a dark green, a green color for speakers or performers, and so on. So if you had the right template, you could take any of these badges and duplicate it onto a cardstock. And it's basically a 2-layer plastic badge that's very thin and flexible. So you take 2 pieces of cardstock, you print on one side with the laser printer, you print on one sheet with the laser printer, print on another sheet with the laser printer, line them up just right, glue them together, then cut them out, and you've all of a sudden got a free badge for yourself to walk in and roam around without any issue. The only thing you don't really have is a swag bag to go with it. But it's not too hard to get a lanyard because they're basically laying around everywhere. If you know where to go to, because there's a big freaking sign in front of the room where the volunteers are going into, you can easily grab a lanyard that fits in. Now you can see in my case, I just have a DEFCON lanyard. And people ask about it, but they won't bat 2 eyes at it because I have a badge like this right here. And a laser printer, the notable thing about it is you can get the shimmer to look just like the plastic here. And you can even find cardstock that has a very similar sheen or matte sheen to it that will fill in just like these plastic badges do. So it becomes very cheap to manufacture your own badges. And then as noted in the mutual video, you have the problem of nefarious people being able to walk in, scrape in, get information about things, or just take advantage of the event and cause trouble. They do have security there. The venue is not a gun-free zone, so it is notable that there are a couple security measures in place that would deter certain trouble like that. But if you were to do non-lethal trouble, this is like an easy way to do it, or just to get in to have some fun, harmless fun, honestly. If you didn't know you could volunteer to get free tickets, then you would be manufacturing your own badge. And honestly, it would probably take more effort to manufacture a fake badge than it would be to volunteer and get it in for free and get the swag. Because you spend like 1 3-hour shift volunteering and you get tickets to get a badge for the whole event. So the different considerations there for like trolling and badge forgery, yeah, those are considerations, but considering the amount of effort you're going to go through and the time you're going to have to wait, it's going to be a lot quicker and easier just to get a volunteer badge. And on top of that, as a volunteer, you get to figure out some of the ins and outs of the event itself so that you understand better how it works rather than having to go at it blind. So you've got kind of this like gray box thing going on, or what all. So non-technical considerations aside, I thought it was interesting that it was that easy to get away with forging a badge for it and how cheap it can possibly be. And all you need really is a laser printer and the right stuff and a ThinkPad. No, it's not a ThinkPad. Darn it. If you like the content that I produce, one good way of supporting it is to actually go and buy your own VM. I've got my referral link for Frantech down in the description. And it should be under there, like host your own stuff or what all in there, and the links. But they've got a lot of different options that you can do. So if I go into order new services, you can see they've got really cheap options that'll run. If you need a small server, Easy done. $2 a month and you're good to go. It should, or even $3.50 should be enough for Minecraft server. Get you up and running, get going, and it helps support me. So go check the link in the description for that referral link and help also support and keep up my other services and support the videos. If you like the content that I produce, one good way of supporting it is to actually go and buy your own VM. I've got my referral link for Frantech down in the description, and it should be under there, like host your own stuff or what all in there and the links. But they've got a lot of different options that you can do. So if I go into order new services, you can see they've got really cheap options that'll run. If you need a small server, easy done. $2 a month and you're good to go. It should, or even $3.50 should be enough for Minecraft server. Get you up and running, get going, and it helps support me. So go check the link in the description for that referral link and help also support and keep up my other services and support the videos.